Hello, Al pals. This is Big Al. Welcome to Big Al Presents Films with Friends. The film is the 1964 fantasy, western, comedy, whatever you want to call it. Seven Faces of Dr. LAO, directed by the legendary George Pal. In fact, it was his last directorial escapade. But that is the film, The Friends. Tonight, before I go into any more situation, we have Aged Boomer. How you doing, Boomer? And what are you drinking?
Good, and I'm doing well. I got a Minute Maid fruit punch in the
Minute
can.
Maid fruit punch. Hey, I haven't had one of those in a long time.
Not bad.
I of course have my Virgin Limoncello.
Cool.
And also joining us, Soundchecks with Birdman, the Birdman himself. How are you doing, sir?
Good. How are you? Thank you for having me. By the way, appreciate it.
My pleasure. My pleasure. You're always welcome. You drinking anything?
I am having a strawberry soda from Kroger's.
Oh, that sounds. You know, it's been a long time I had one of those too. God, everybody's in we're all in the kind of the fruit area, although I'm more citrusy and you guys are more, I guess, berry oriented. Well, you've got a lot of
punch got everything in it.
Right? That's right. You're kind of doing everything. But I do want to let people know Troy and Nanette, of course, who would usually be here, are unable to be here this evening. They had a death in the family, and they are dealing with that. And I asked Boomer and the Birdman to join me because they need some time. I don't know how much more I can really say. I'll just say that please keep the Pacellis and their family in your prayers. I know it's a rough time of year to lose someone unexpectedly during the holiday season, and but definitely keep them in your prayers. But tonight we're still going to go forward. The show must go on. We're going to watch a wonderful fantasy movie, really quirky, very much a 60s film that I have loved my entire life. Have you guys seen this? What's Boomer? Have you seen the film before?
I never saw it, but I did watch it. I did get a chance to watch it before the stream today, so it's still fresh. But I did watch it. Yes.
Okay. Initial kind of idea.
It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
Isn't it now? And that's what I like about it. That's what I like about it.
I don't know if you caught it or not, Birdman, if you're just watching this for the first time tonight with us.
I was watching it for the first time.
All right.
Watch it for the first time. So I've got there's the veteran, the freshly deflowered, and the soon to be deflowered.
Oh my goodness!
with Dr.
Don't be talking about the flowering, okay?
Okay, first time. First time at the circus. Just went the circus, was coming back for more, and I've been a circus.
Unless Barbara Eden's involved. I'm sorry. Okay.
Oh yeah, Barbara Eden.
Never mind. I didn't say that. Okay. Family stream. Shut up. Don't do that.
Well, what's the name of the movie again, Al?
Seven Faces of Dr. LAO.
Yeah, Dr. LAO.
They actually use both pronunciations.
They use both in the movie, and I get the feeling that people have, but he says LAO. He emphatically says LAO. Okay, so
LAO.
LAO. It is a hard movie to find. It's not exactly fresh and available. But
you might be able to rent it somewhere, or
it's $2.99 on the Google.
There you go. There you go. It's worth every penny in my estimation. I of course I have the
$4.99 to buy. Which one should I do?
That's up to you. It's your money, man. Your money, my friend. Evelyn Hampton.
We can rewatch it on Birdman. Soundtracks of Birdman in a year or so.
Yeah, I do want to say, but I do want to address Evelyn Hampton just arrived. What's up? She's asking what's up with the Pacellis. You must have missed it at the very beginning. They had a death in the family, and they are dealing with that. They have some family staying with them right now. I don't want to get into any more, but just keep them in your prayers. Like I said, it's a rough time of year to lose. I mean, it's hard to lose anybody anytime, but this time of year, right before the big holidays, it's always a little tougher. But definitely keep them in your thoughts and prayers, or whatever, however you kind of send good vibes out there into the universe for them. So, but yeah, let's say hi to the chat and see who we got here so far. We of course got Team Ghost Planet Go. Melissa and Son, thank you for joining us. Evelyn Hampton, of course, thank you for being here. Okay, yep, thanks for the info. So far, those are the only ones that have said anything in the chat, and that is fine. I do want to say, like I said, you two are new at the movie, but this is a movie that I've loved. I don't really remember the first time I watched it. I know it's been a long time. It was like one of those childhood things along the lines of, Willy Wonka. But I saw Willy Wonka in the theater. Dr. Lowe came, like, I don't know, on a weird late night TV, or I'm not exactly sure when I saw it, but I was young. And it's just got a lot of cool things that I loved, and some great philosophies, as it were. There's a great soliloquy, I guess you could say, that he gives with the kid in this film, that I kind of use in my own personal philosophy. So
okay,
it's I think since you've watched it, you know what I'm talking about. The whole world is a circus. Yeah, the whole world is a circus, depending on how you look at it. I do want to say I'm starting pretty much at the very beginning, at the first note of Metro Goldwyn Mayer.
I think I'm queued up for that as well.
Yeah, the lion's just come on screen, but he hasn't roared yet.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
I'm at 2 seconds. So
I want to address Team Ghost Planet. Yeah, there's probably not going to be a Geeky Geezers tomorrow, but I don't know if I'm going to pop on or not. I probably won't, but
I can come on with you, Boomer.
Yeah, if you want another, I'm definitely geeky and a geezer, so
I appreciate it.
That's your call, though.
I tell you what, would you be interested? Maybe you want to do it for like an hour. We'll talk about just I don't want to take the wind out of Troy's thing, but I may do a couple things about how Ghostbusters is doing at the box office. Maybe we'll keep it like an hour stream. Would you be interested, Al? Maybe even sure. You too, Birdman, if you want to pop on. You want to keep? Okay. 9 o'clock work for you?
Sure.
Okay.
9 Eastern?
9 Eastern, yes. Yeah, okay. I'm not. We may not do the full 2 hours, but I might do like 4 stories. Like maybe keep it at a fast clip. All right.
We should do like a 12-hour stream. Come on.
No, I figure, but
like Wolf 10 Media will do. Come on at 3 and he's still going at like 9.
I don't know how he does that.
Good for I won't be able to. I get tuckered out if I remember when I think sometimes I would go on Matchstick stream after ours and it would be like 4 hours and I'm like I can't talk anymore.
That's where, and I'm telling you, I'm considering, because I did Ben-Hur a couple years ago, and that's a long film. But I am also thinking in the new year I definitely want to do Gone with the Wind and possibly Ten Commandments. So looking for a marathon, couple of marathon streams. Got to work my way up to it, I guess.
Yeah, eventually Daniel and I have to get around to those Lord of the Rings movies. We were debating maybe splitting them into 2 parts.
We have to.
Yeah, we're gonna.
We're
gonna be doing them. We're gonna be doing them on the Catholic Geek.
All right. Well, then maybe we'll hold off for a little while since you guys are already doing that channel. Because
right now we're reading the book and we're going to watch them after we finish the Lord of the Rings book study we're doing, and we're almost finished with Two Towers. We're well into Two Towers, and but we're taking. I don't know if we're doing it Tuesday or not. Now they think about it. I know we're not doing the one on Thursday because Thanksgiving. Right. So we're taking a week off.
So maybe you'll do a Tuesday. I guess I'll let you know.
Yeah, Tuesday. I got to double check with him. I think he said it, and I just forgot. because I'm always here. I hear a ding, I look at it, and if it's a link, I click on it for StreamYard. Hey, I'm here.
Gotcha.
But
Cool.
anyway, that's enough chatting. I know we usually go 15, but I think we can get to the movie tonight.
All right. Cool.
Like I said, starting at the 2-second mark, I do want to say that Birdman. I don't know how much you know about the composer for this is Lee Harline, who has been
Not ringing any
associated.
bells.
His name is linked to Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, Pinocchio.
Okay.
Mr. Blanding builds his dream house, Monkey Business. So he's got some good credits out there. This is one of his last ones, but he's definitely seems to be a name out there. So if you got anything, definitely more than.
Yeah, I can't think of anything. But...
Okay, so we're ready to go. We're all queued up and ready to go.
I'm queued up.
In 3, 2, 1, play.
That lion roar. It's funny, before Ben-Hur, the lion doesn't roar because they thought it would be disrespectful. Isn't that interesting for the subject matter?
Be like the Lion of Judah. I mean,
that's what I thought. Yeah, I mean, I think that's it's respectful, but I guess they were being very careful with Ben-Hur because of the subject matter. And here we have Dr. LAO.
Yes. Now, of course, we have to bring up the subject of cultural appropriation and the whole thing about a white Caucasian playing an Asian character. It's the 60s, and I have two three-word phrases when people kind of try to bring it up with me is, I don't care, and get over it. So
yeah, well, plus, and I would argue this isn't a negative stereotype. I would also argue this actor in some ways is playing people from many different time periods, and right?
Yeah, he's a very
7 faces. Okay,
yeah, he's very enigmatic character, and it's one of the faces.
Yeah, there's he plays all sorts of things in this. Yeah.
Now it could be said that Tony Randall doesn't play 7. That Dr. LAO Dr. LAO, the character, is 7.
Okay.
But the Snowman was actually done by George Powell's son, I think, son or brother. I forget exactly. It's somewhere that I read, but it can be said that it's just another face of Dr. LAO. So.
Plus we now probably if it was made today, you probably wouldn't probably had an Asian actor playing it. But here, it's the 60s. It's but anyway, what was I going to say though? But
it's a different time, and it's not done disrespectfully at all.
No, I think too you have to look at pools of actors at the time too.
Yeah,
that's another thing you got to take into account. Like I love what is it? Some Hammer movies. They couldn't always get. Sometimes they would have to cast, actors.
Christopher Lee played Fu Manchu.
That's true. I mean, it wasn't a Hammer, but he did play him in a different series. Yeah.
Yeah, and I know one of the people they talked about to play Dr. LAO was Peter Sellers, who is also known to have played kind of like a Charlie Chan type character in Murder by Death.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he played the Charlie Chan-like character in that. Yeah, Fu Manchu. Boris Karloff played Fu Manchu. John Carradine. But it's a character you're just not going to see nowadays.
Yes,
I love the grizzled old guys that just.
What's the West?
Yeah, and the thing is, the actors they have in this, you look up their credits, they're the character type actors you always see in westerns.
Of course,
they're on like Rawhide, Bonanza, Gunsmoke.
They show up on all those old westerns. What I find fascinating about this movie, I watched this movie the same week I watched another movie called Terror in a Texas Town, which is a great kind of Western noir type movie. It's a Western that was made in the late 50s as well. And in some ways you have a similar storyline where you have you have the quote unquote evil land baron trying to buy up trying to force people to sell them their land all around the small town, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is like, and it's almost like that Woody Allen movie, Melinda. You could see something as a comedy or a tragedy, or at least more in the case of the Western, a more serious movie, depending on how things go. Like, who knows? If in Terror in the Texas Town, maybe Dr. Lowe had showed up. You know, it would have been a different movie.
But I love the old West guys where it goes, no, he's Chinese. He's like, how do you know? He's like, because I ain't stupid.
That's true. Well, the dress is different too. You know.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I learned a while back that when you look at how a lot of the old Japanese structures are very simplified, as opposed to a lot of Chinese structures are ornate. The Japanese purposely made their simplified because they weren't trying to copy the Chinese. I learned that later on. But this is.
I love for the role. Tony Randall had his hair buzzed. He was balded, and they wanted to do They wanted to do a filming of it for like promotion. But the cameraman arrived after they did it, so they had to put a wig on him and kind of play doing it again.
It's not the same.
Not the same. But, you know, it was funny though, that they had to do that. How we have the villain of the piece.
The quote-unquote villain, but maybe by the end he maybe isn't. And I kind of like that. In some ways, this movie redeems almost everybody. Okay? You know, I mean...
Well, maybe except one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could make a case that the woman didn't learn a darn thing. We'll see her later.
Is everybody in this film like a comedic stereotype?
Yeah,
a little bit. Like I said, 1964. That's just how it was. You know, you had your Western guys were like the rednecks today, kind of. You know.
So here we have our handsome leading man. All these movies always had a young, handsome leading man.
Yeah, I don't really see him in a lot, or at least I don't. John Erickson.
Right.
I mean, he did some stuff, but
if he's in a movie that stars Vincent Price is usually married to a young, beautiful woman and has to get away from her horrible husband and marry the handsome, young leading man, right?
Yeah.
But no, I mean, now we can already tell he's... oh, you know, I like people that speak their mind, that sort of thing, right? You know, he's. So again, this is. I mean, we've probably seen this type of villain in westerns before. The evil land baron that wants to, you know, run all the poor farmers out of town and, you know, scoop up the oil, or in this case, there's a train coming into town.
Yeah, you find out there's going to be a train coming through.
Yeah.
Spoilers. but yeah, it's. He's kind of a cool character, and I love his scene at the circus, which is very telling. Which
it's a cool scene.
It's a cool scene, and the reason
you notice the picture I picked for myself, you know.
Yes, I'm glad you did. I almost went that direction myself, but no, I said, nah, I gotta be Dr. Lowe, and I had to be Dr. Lowe smoking his pipe. I love the pipe thing.
How about you, Daniel? You fascinated by the Old West?
Some.
It's kind of the center of American culture, you know. There's a romance to it, whole thing.
Yeah, it's our own mythology.
Pretty much, yeah. I think so.
England has Arthur and his knights, and
Japan has the samurai. Other countries have their own stuff, but we have our
Americans have the cowboy,
our cowboys, the gunslingers, you know, bandits, all sorts of things, you know.
Yeah, that's kind of the American iconic mythos.
Yep.
Sorry, Evelyn. Evelyn needs a timestamp. I'm at 7:53:54.
Yeah, I'm about the same.
Yeah.
7:55, 6:07. What'd you say, Daniel? Your grandfather? What?
My grandfather really loved Gunsmoke back in the day.
Oh yeah, that thing was on forever.
21 years, yeah,
something like that. And it's because of Gunsmoke that Gilligan's Island got canceled. I'll never forgive them for that.
No, apparently wasn't the wife of one of the people at the network said you don't cancel Gunsmoke.
Right, she was a fan because the people at the network did not get Gilligan's Island. They didn't understand why it was so popular. It's like sometimes you just need something stupid to watch.
Well, I have to say that happened
and it was a lot of. I mean, it was a lot of fun. It was fun characters, comedic, great comedy.
You get that today with shows, though. I mean, even a few years ago, Smallville, they were trying to get that thing, figure out a way to get that thing canceled, and they moved it to Friday night, and it still did good ratings. And they were like, finally at 10 seasons, they're like, okay, wrap it up. We'll give you one more season, but wrap it up, okay? But I like this chop. The full page for 2 days. That's a lot of money, right? To get a full page ad in the paper.
And they need it because that's the whole thing, is that the paper is having a rough time.
It's like $50.
I will say that blue shirt he's got looks so comfy.
You know what who he's almost reminding me of in this scene? The Doctor. What do you prefer, American money? I guess if the Doctor would be like you'd have scenes where they're bringing out alien money. Like those aren't Greek coins there. That's from Alpha Centauri or something. What part of China are you from?
Panohai.
Okay. And I'm wanting to look this up to see if this is a real place.
Well, they do say that it hasn't been around for like thousands of years or something.
Well, that makes a point. How old is Dr. LAO? Really?
Yeah.
So
and you're right about the comparison with the Doctor. That enigmatic character just shows up when he's needed.
Yep.
And helping out. If you combine Doctor Who and Kung Fu, you kind of get this.
Here we go.
The hot librarian.
Now, of course, she's most famous for I Dream of Jeannie, correct?
Very much so, yes.
And I think she was also in Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea. Well, I never really watched I Dream of Jeannie. Is the plot of it an American astronaut rubs a lamp and gets a genie and then marries her?
Yeah.
Okay, pretty much.
In a nutshell, pretty much.
That seems like a good deal to me. Okay, that seems like.
But it takes him forever to ask her to marry him.
Is he nuts? I'm sorry. She's nice. She's nice looking. She looks good as a brunette too. Yeah. Okay, I'm just
totally a beautiful woman. Aile's here. Thank you for joining us. Just noticed. Sorry if you've been around for a while.
They both went to Hong Kong.
Dropping a like and going to bed. Long week. Have a great stream. Thank you so much.
Oh, Aile, if you're still here, I may be in New York, January, February to catch a play. So if so, we need to get together, go out to dinner or something.
Ooh, what play are you catching?
Greg Kinnear is doing To Kill a Mockingbird.
Oh, cool.
I'm envious of you. That'll be a great show.
Were you talking to me?
Who?
Talking
about having dinner?
No, Al, not Al. Al.
Oh, Al. Okay.
I don't think you live in New York City, do you?
No, I was like, what?
But if you'd like to go to New York,
I would love to go to New York, but
what would it take to make it happen? You tell me.
I have a hard enough time getting out of this building.
Okay.
Look at this. He's got the grandmother, the mom. I guess the father died. Is that right? Is that the impression I got?
Yeah, that's the impression you get.
So we got a kid in this. It's interesting you did this along with Willy Wonka. They're kind of, I guess, in the same genre, right? I think, right?
Yeah, it's that fantasy and
whimsy thing.
Yeah, it's very much taken with a little tongue in cheek. Watching this film, it's
instead of a chocolate factory, you have a circus with weird stuff in it, right?
Of course. We did forget to mention it is based on a novel, The Circus of Dr. LAO, by Charles G. Finney from 1935. Doesn't have a lot. I mean, it's kind of based on the book with like they put in the villain guy trying to buy up the town, but.
Well, I wonder, was that from the book, The Villain Guy Trying to Buy Up the Town? I don't know. I didn't read the book.
No, I don't. That's not in the book. I've never read the book, and it's one of those I really kind of want to.
I think because that was a thing in westerns of that era. Like I told you, the movie I was watching earlier was made a few years before this one. It's the evil land baron played by Sebastian Cabot, and he has his gunslinger working for him who's dressed all in black and is basically you sell your land to the land baron or I'm gonna shoot you here. Okay, and then he'll do it, and then it's all just
we totally missed the bra shot from Barbara Eden.
Oh, I didn't miss anything.
That was pretty. Well, no, I didn't miss it, but I forgot to react to it.
Oh my goodness, she's gorgeous. I'm sorry.
She still is.
Yes.
Still is a beautiful woman.
Oh yes. Yeah, I'm sure. Oh. Look at this though. Yeah. It's funny. She's like dressing all plain. She still looks good. Okay. It's I actually, women should get back to wearing those kind of hats. What do you think, huh?
Yeah, I can get behind that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like hats are something a lot of people don't do anymore unless it's to display something they believe in. They don't do it for fashion anymore. It's more like a MAGA hat or a, go F off or something kind of hat.
Yeah, hats just fell. I think they made fedoras too expensive and everything fell apart.
Yeah.
Sometimes you see women wearing hats, but it's not common.
I wear hats.
What?
I wear hats.
I'm talking about women.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't see it as often these days.
I do like that in being a Catholic that the little mantle that women wear sometimes is coming back a little bit.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. I've seen some women in church wearing those. Look at this though. We have the land baron and his henchmen are right behind him, and they look like criminals. Okay.
Yeah, they do.
The sheriff's right there too.
And the reason they do is because they always play criminals in westerns. Royal Dano and
of course,
was it John Duquette or something? They're always playing the rough like and tumble kind of guys
or something as the head.
Yeah, John Doucette. But Casey and Lucas, the henchmen.
Oh, that pipe! It's got another 6 months left, then it's finished. Oh. Okay, Birdman, you got two choices here. Listen up to him, okay? $273,000 to fix
Sounds
the
like
pipe.
a lot of money for back then.
It feels like a lot of money for back then, and part of me wonders if that's true or not. I don't know if he's outright lying or not, but I don't know,
But you always must ask yourself, he's trying to buy up the land. Why? What's in it for him?
Yeah, is there like a
black gold? Yeah. Texas tea?
Texas tea, yeah. This is a little different, but
well, that's what it was in the last movie. It was oil. The land that the poor farmers run. Someone discovered oil on it. So he's like, "You better sell to me, or you're dead, and I'm going to give you a cut rate, $300 for your fly." Oh man,
racist.
Just moving away from him. Yeah, she's the worst one. Look at all that money. He's like Mr. Potter. I don't like him at this point. It's like,
yeah. Oh, but he's no Mr. Potter. Mr. Potter's the evilest of all evil in cinema.
Oh, yes. He's pretty bad. He might be in my top 10 screen villains. He's probably up there.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, he's up there with, like, the Emperor Palpatine.
Yeah, is it Khan, the Joker? I'm trying to think of others. Doyle from Sling Blade. He's one of my top 10. I don't know if you've ever seen Sling Blade.
I did, but I don't remember the
Dwight Yoakam was Dwight Yoakam was the abusive boyfriend of the mom. Just horrible man, but he was funny too. It's a free country. Yeah, good someone remembers it. Yeah, free press.
But you do see a lot of familiar faces in the townspeople.
Yeah. Okay, so we know he's the good guy because he's the first one standing up, right?
He is the voice of reason, the thinker.
Mm-hmm. Here we go. George C. George, Navajo Indian. Here we go.
Who looks like a badass. I mean,
He does.
Yeah.
Give this guy a gun and a big knife.
Eddie Little Sky is the actor. There you go.
Why is he so anxious to buy it? You're a teacher or librarian. Okay. I'm telling you, he's got a slick tongue, don't he?
He does.
You know? I'm a businessman as such. I do this without taking a loss. Yeah. I'm going to make something of this, but I need that land. I'm going to build a big resort with this big swimming pool and everything. That's probably, I don't know what he's planning to do with the land.
Well, with a train coming through, he could write his own ticket. That land will skyrocket in value.
Yeah, that's true. Everyone's going to want to build there. Okay. Look at that! Look at the guys in the back. They're like,
yeah, we love our boss. Yay! Yep, couple of days. What's going to happen in a couple of days? Oh, I know. Let's go to a circus.
Yeah. I don't want to be mean, but you notice how a lot of the other women in the town are kind of frumpy looking, and I'm not even saying that's how they are in real life, but they're kind of not, and that just makes Barbara Eden's shine all the more. You know, it's like look at him though; he's got the fancy watch in his coat pocket.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Evelyn. Evelyn's having buffering issues. I'm sorry. I hope you're enjoying what you were seeing. And the good part, not even got to all the cool stuff yet.
I have to say, this movie has not been given a lot of love on DVD. I think this is a print-on-demand DVD. The my library system actually had a copy of this, though, so I
cool.
checked it out.
So, hey, Birdman, did you see AL's message?
I can't see the chat. No.
Huh?
I can't see the chat.
Oh, you can't. Oh, AL, he cannot see the chat.
I'm going to read it to you?
I could read it. I don't know if they want me to read it because then it'll be on the screen.
Something bad?
Yeah, I'm not going to read it because then it's going to be out there for who knows and God knows who.
I'm sure that he'd welcome other company with the dinner. Okay. Plus,
is there a way to get chat on here?
Should
sure there is. Go to comments.
Do you have a thing that says display desktop?
No.
See, I have the thing that says private chat and comments. You click on comments.
Yeah, well, see, I'm on laptop, so. Whoa. I like it.
Oh, okay. Okay, hi.
I like he's taking it too, man.
Oh.
What's up? Where'd he go?
Uh-oh.
You gotta get for some reason.
Oh, he kind of skied off the screen. I'm sure he'll be back. I like it. Miserable horny toad hombre.
What's he writing down? Okay. Anyways, what was I gonna say though? But we got let's see though. I like that. They just eclipses. Yeah, so basically, I don't like these guys at all. I tell you, all these movies have these henchmen in it. Okay.
Yeah.
That work for
it's a trope. You know, that's part of the Western. Every film Western. If you've got a land baron, the land baron has his hired guns.
He threw it in the. Okay. He hit his butt. Okay.
Woo.
Oh, catching a glimpse of something there, huh?
Hey.
See, they at least seem happily married. Though,
yeah.
okay? It's not like the what's coming up now. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel so sorry for that little guy. Not him, but, you know, a little later. But
I
will
got it,
say-
Al. Thank you. I'll email you later. And yes, I would expect to meet your husband as well and your kids if they're in town. I'll have Rebecca with me, so be like a group outing.
Yes. I think she's just being. Anyway, we're gonna say you're missing out on some good stuff. You're missing out on paper boys and papers getting thrown in people's butts. It's like the best part of the movie. Was she trying to woo him? What was that about?
She's trying to woo anybody.
Uh,
I love these two. Yes, dear. Poor guy. Her voice was the inspiration for like some cartoon witch.
like Witch Hazel or something
Yeah,
like that.
which
or
in
the
fact,
Birdman.
that's it. Witch Hazel.
I wonder
Yeah.
if it could have been her voice for all we know. Maybe she voiced that.
Might have. What's a Medusa? I like this.
A mythological creature, true,
Like so.
with snakes on her head, set of hair. Yes, that is true. And you look at her face, you turn to stone. Well, that's all true. Oh man.
You gotta love an actress like that who is willing to be self-deprecated like that, or kind of have that said about her. The abominable one.
Something tells me Luther aged 20 years after 1 month of being married to her.
Yeah. He's actually 25.
He's 25. Yeah, brow beaten down. I'm sorry. Oh. All right. So here we go. What's going on here? Did I just see an abominable snowman?
Yes, you did. And here's Merlin.
Oh. I'm sorry. I think I'm like, you're joking, right? This is Merlin from King Arthur's Day. Oh,
Yes.
man.
Is this movie better on LSD or is it just me?
Maybe. I was born in the year 1204. Yeah, or was it 412? Yes. Is this like a deconstruction of Merlin?
No, he's just older. Things start to fade for all of us as we get older.
Oh my goodness, this is sad. This is the saddest Merlin I've ever seen in a movie.
I like this Merlin, actually.
I know, but it's just.
I mean, you're right. You're right. But like I said, he's older. He's been around the block. Abominable, isn't he?
Oh, I almost wanted to say King Arthur's Court. Yeah, that could have gone better. Oh man, I'm sorry,
Like Dr. LAO. It's like no talent there. Strictly an executive type.
I buy these. He's a doctor of philosophy, I'm sure.
Yeah. I do like his cloak though, with little stars and moons and stuff, and the long. I just dig that look.
Look at the money. What is it that you desire? Oh, that's his reporter's notebook, right? Yeah, these 10 pages out of. Say the magic word. Then I tire you. Small
sums.
No, thank you. I came here for a story, not a bribe. I have to give him points. He has integrity, right? He's not going to be bought off. Okay.
Oh. Merlin disappears and Dr. LAO appears.
Do you wonder if Dr. LAO is tested? Maybe this is all a test for him. Like he gave him a little test there.
It turns back to paper.
A circus with no wagons, no animals, no cages. A crazy old magician. What's it all about?
Remember once Professor Geek and I were discussing if we had a circus, what kind of acts would we try to get? And we're coming up with all kinds of weird mythological and
Oh, really?
possible things, just for fun. I was looking through all the cryptid stuff and legends and myth.
Chupacabra?
Oh, and I love this. And of course, he's speaking perfect English, no accent.
I'm wondering. Yeah, what is he? It's like, is
Yeah,
he
I
like?
love, I love
Go ahead.
character. I love this kind of a character. I always have. Him, Willy Wonka, those enigmatic, all-knowing puppet masters, almost like they know exactly what they're doing and they've got everything under control.
I wonder if he's saying what he's thinking about. Like, is this guy planning? What can I trust this guy? Is he planning some disaster for the town? I think he's repeating back to him what his worries are. Right. That's why he's investigating it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I think he has probably trust issues because of what's going on in the town. Now this guy shows up. But he is a news guy too. He is looking for a story.
Well, he wants to get to the truth.
Yeah. Unlike many media sources today, he does care about the truth.
You speak perfect English, so
I like it.
it comes and goes.
Comes and goes.
There we go.
No, different time. Don't worry about it. He had to do affect the accent.
He's funny.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, and that's just it. People need to get over the whole being upset, trying to cancel everything. Just deal with it.
Oh, check this out.
I
Boom.
know.
This is
Boom.
like what it's such a simple thing, but I'm impressed. Okay.
Yeah.
I imagine like the mayor shows up. Hey, you got a permit to put those signs up? He'd produce like 5 of them.
Yeah.
Like the president himself gave him permission or something. Like, I'm just. Think about the old West. What are you going to do? The circus coming to town's a big deal, right?
Yeah. I mean, what else do they got?
You have billiards. You have the saloon where you can win big at poker and get toasty. Okay,
Yeah. Well, you look at this. It's supposed to be a western town. It's not like super Wild West. A little more because it got cars.
It almost strikes me as we're coming to the end of the West here, right?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, there's modernization going on.
We're getting some. There's motorbikes. We get civilization is creeping in. It's like the end of the West, basically. That's what this reminds me of. Yeah.
And it's a more wholesome movie, so you're not going to see like the local brothel or anything like that.
No Miss Kitty or anything like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sadly, no Miss Kitty.
Here we go. 8 going on. I like this conversation too.
Yeah.
7,322 years old.
This October. This October.
What day in October?
Yeah, tell me about it. We should throw my birthday party.
Boom.
How many candles would you need for that cake, huh? You just go to the local shop and get like the 7 and the 3. All right, so you got some fireworks going on here.
Yep. Whee! Like he just throws them in the air.
Yeah, what's he doing here? Look at the turtle.
Look, Fred Flintstone.
Oh, I didn't even recognize that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I read about that in the trivia when I was doing research. It goes the abominable, and out comes Dr. LAO.
Okay. Where's the old battle axe that had the curlers in her hair earlier? She's gonna be here, right?
Yeah, she
I
is.
don't know. I don't like this circus. It's like- See, I missed out on my calling.
That's not a bad looking woman back there, you know. Marmine's
Yeah.
not the only hottie in town.
No, I know. I missed out on my call. I needed to be a bearded guy in suspenders and a cowboy hat mocking things. Okay, that was my calling.
I should get you a cowboy hat for Christmas, Boomer.
Oh,
Like
stop.
big cowboy hat.
Okay. Smart guy. Okay.
Oh man, speaking about buying things, you know what I found on eBay?
What?
You know, I would love to have a McLaren. I'm not picky what model. I don't care. You want to buy me a McLaren, I'll take it.
A McLaren? Okay.
Yeah.
What's a McLaren? What's a
what?
McLaren? Yeah,
what's a McLaren?
Yeah.
It's a supercar.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
so-
a,
is
it's
it
a-
Ford
I think it's
versus
a car.
Ferrari? Because there were some supercars in that movie.
There's a bit more super than that.
Okay.
Anyways, it occurred to me you can buy McLaren parts off eBay.
We can buy anything off eBay, I think.
You're going to
sometimes.
build one.
I had that thought, but the engine's about 25 grand, so
Dude.
probably not. And that's used. I found a McLaren hood,
Apollonius of Tyana, the future revealed.
just a hood, in like neon lime green for
Okay.
$1,000. You know, you can buy it and hang it on the wall, and it's artwork.
Dude.
I'm telling you, it's artwork.
I
Get a
love
lot of
I
this.
come home every
I
night,
love-
just touch it and breathe.
I love this
Oh,
scene.
look.
Okay,
yes.
now no one's having my fantasy with me, but that's okay. That's okay.
Well, I wonder what he would say about your fantasy. Do you know who this is? This guy can tell you the future.
Yep. Apollonius of Tyana.
This is kind of a cruel scene. He simply walked out of your life years ago. He's just telling her like he's telling her like it is.
Yeah, he tells her, and he tells the truth. I think that's his curse. He can't lie. He tells you exactly what he sees.
I'd be terrified to go into this room.
I would too.
You will get some deals on Black Friday and you'll be happy. And then a week later, you'll realize they weren't really that great deals at all, and that you wasted your time and your money, and you won't be playing with your games of the movies you bought because you won't care, and you'll be pitying your life. No, that's what he's got. That's what he does.
Yeah.
Are you practicing for Wednesday night?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, we're doing a Wednesday Black Friday. I'm not impressed with the deals this year. I'm going to be up front. This is a pathetic Black Friday, which makes sense because it's been a pathetic year all along. Except for Ghostbusters. Anyway,
I got the email from Beretta, and I'm like, last year if you spent $500, you got 40% off. You know, now it's spend $500, get $200 off. What the hell kind of sale is that?
Ooh.
Oh, 40% off.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. They don't care anymore. Yeah. All right. Okay. But anyway, what she's saying here, she wants a man.
She wants a man in her life. The one man she had walked out. Oh, she says that he died, but he's walked out on her.
This guy is not. You don't bring him to parties. Let's be honest here.
No, he's
He
a downer.
He is a buzz kill. Okay, tomorrow we'll. You're never going to find love. Your life will never be interesting. A tedious collection of hours full of useless vanities.
Yeah.
You will think no new thoughts, and you forget what little you have known. Older you will become, but not wiser. Stiffer, but not more dignified.
And I love this. I love how the fire flares. Childless you are, and childless you shall remain.
Suppleness.
It's a great. It's really cool writing too. I think
Mirrors are often ugly and mean.
He'll be buried and forgotten.
For all the good or evil, creation or destruction your living might have accomplished, you might as well have never lived at all. Never have lived at all. You know?
She got her nickels worth, though. She found out exactly what her future is.
Oh, she's not too happy. Fix that makeup.
You need to fix more than just the makeup.
And
Come now. She's
no, but
comely.
I love this. You find out he's blind. I love that character.
Stay out of there. Strike oil. Is the Dr. Lowe shaking his head a little bit? You see that?
Yeah. She learned nothing.
Pinched me 3 times.
She has got such a grandiose view of her beauty.
Yes.
Pretty fun.
But okay, here we go. She's gonna go. I'm telling you, I'd like to.
I like to
go to the circus, huh? Like to go to the circus.
Pan, the god of joy.
The pipes of Pan. That was a line from one of the Spinal Tap songs. The pipes of Pan. He's eating grapes.
Is that from Stonehenge?
No, I think it's from
Rock
and Roll Creation.
Oh,
Rock and Roll Creation. But yeah, I think that's the song.
Somebody needs to do Spinal Tap one day.
Who was I talking to that didn't see it? Was that you, Birdman? Have you never seen it?
Never
Spinal Tap. It's the funniest movie ever made. I can say that with a clear conscience. It tears apart the rock and roll scene of the early 80s, like late 70s. It humiliates it. It's
this guy's kind of creepy.
Yeah, well, this is from the Greek, right?
Yeah, the Greek legend, the satyr Pan.
Yep, satyr.
And now, now he's turned into.
His face has changed a little bit, hasn't it?
Her desires are starting to well to the surface.
Yes. I love the effect it starts having on her. She's starting to get all hot and sweaty. Yeah, hot and bothered, right? So they call that.
Oh yeah. Well, the satyrs are supposed to have that pheromone
effect on things. Yeah.
Did you ever watch the Buck Rogers series back in the 70s and 80s?
Yeah. Yes.
Remember that one when he turned into a satyr?
Oh, I don't think I remember that one.
Oh yeah.
All I remember is Colonel Deering.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Second season, there was an episode where all the men on the planet were affected and turned into satyrs.
Oh really?
Yeah, and he started turning into one too.
What about that vampire episode? Remember that vampire episode? That scared me.
The space vampire. He's so cool. That is one of 2 episodes I cannot find online. But yeah, Aaron Gray is a definitely in my top 10 all-time crushes.
Mm-hmm.
Got to sit by her at a dinner at a convention once. So I kind of had dinner with Aaron Gray. It was kind of cool.
Did you ask her about silver spoons?
Not really.
Okay.
But it was cool. I sat down at the table. Ooh, yeah, leaning in. Uh-oh. Looks like himself again.
Who are the other 9, Big Al?
I could do a little. Gillian Anderson's in there. And,
Really?
Oh yeah.
She's never done anything for me.
Who?
Gillian Anderson?
Yeah.
Oh, I love Gillian
Oh
Anderson.
no, I like her. I guess it's a particular taste. Taste, all right. Taste stiffer. It's all right.
Yeah. Always, different types.
Oh, she's lost her mind.
She's freaking out, man.
He takes his hat off.
This does sound like a 60s film score.
Yeah.
The giant serpent. This might be my favorite scene in one of my favorite
I
scenes
can
in the
make
movie.
a joke, but I'm not going to.
No, it's not like that. I see.
Not a fan mainstream.
Okay, yes. So here we go. I love this.
And that is Tony Randall doing the voice. Stop motion.
Do I look familiar to you? Now that you mention it, you do. That's funny. Oh, that's funny. This is funny. I'm sorry. I'm like, the kids wanted to see the movie for this, I bet, right? Back in the day. They're like, I know a lot of important stuff like that. For one thing, our suspicion. Oh.
Why you put your tail like that?
It's the most treasured gift to my ancestors. Oh, you have your cage too. I'm telling you, man, it's Mirror. He's throwing it right back at you, isn't he? Okay. Yep. Look, he's saying how much better he is. He's got a point. Baby, it's symmetry and endurance and patience. Look at you. You hang rags on yourself to protect your weak skin. He's got a point.
Yes, he does.
I don't like these exhibits, man. They're messing with my head. Okay, that's what Dr. Lowe is doing here.
That's exactly what he's doing.
I've seen some Lulus.
Melissa's asking, Dr. Lowe, is he a wizard or a deity? You never really know. And that's what's kind of cool about it.
You know what? So that giant snake talked to me that way. I'd knock him flat on his ass.
Every giant thing talking to me, I would like go.
That's
an ugly devil. Let's scat. Okay, come on now. Look at that. Ah! Throws it at him. Hey. Yeah, thanks for the cigar. That's what. Oh, what's this? Here we go. Important exhibition here. Oh no, I forgot. No, this is the Merlin show.
Yep. Can't help but feel sorry for him.
This is pathetic. Okay. It's like watching Ed from that new Cowboy Bebop show. I'm sorry, I didn't say that out loud. Okay, anyway.
Cowboy Bebop, not good.
No, the Netflix show. I watched the scene with Ed and it. Just don't. I almost feel bad for the kid actor playing Ed because no.
But is the new Ghostbusters worth watching?
I liked it. Yes.
Yeah, I think definitely.
So here we go. Look at this. Look at this. Look at Merlin. Merlin. This is
Love his hat.
This is sad. Okay. Fast forward. You know what? It's funny. They could do a sequel to Dr. Lowe. They could set it like in Las Vegas. Like it's an act at a casino or something, right? And people coming in, right? Am I wrong?
That could work. Yeah, you could kind of work it that way.
Is that a hamster?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a rabbit. I wanted a rabbit.
He wanted a rabbit. Couldn't
Well,
quite do it.
John, I
Got
feel
a
like
guinea
come on,
pig.
Boomer.
Can you do magic with cars? For you, sir, I will. Yes. 1. Whoa, look at them cards, huh? Oh, he's getting heckled now. Oh, he's turning around. I like this. Why don't you change water into booze? What do you think? It's going to work? Whoa. You going to drink that? Oh, I never drink. And look, the husband reaches for it, slaps
Poor
her
hubby.
hand right down. And here comes the lush. Okay. Tastes just like ginger ale. Finest vintage champagne ever served in America. That's ginger ale. You messed up the spell again.
No, I think it is champagne. The guy just drinks so hard he doesn't realize what champagne is.
I don't know. Maybe. Do you like flowers, little lady? A little. Yeah, the kids ain't impressed with flowers. See, that's the thing. The new generation, they don't care. Flowers, big deal. Okay, show me something that explodes. Okay, that's what I want to see.
There was
Am I
a
wrong, Birdman? Okay.
when I worked at Borders, we had a magician in, and the kids kept wanting to touch the props. Like I think that's where there was just no letting it happen. They had to try to.
They want to know how the stuff happens.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. No respect.
See, that's cool. Just making flowers appear out of nowhere.
Yeah, well, you know what? The crowd. This is the 19th century. They're expecting something a little bit more impressive. Okay. Make a woman float in the air. He's got a point, right? I seen one in Tucson. Yeah, the problem is he doesn't have like a hot magician's assistant up there. That's part of the problem. Okay, that distracts the crowd from seeing what you got up your sleeve. Okay, but no, instead it's I do magic. I'm the real thing. Yeah, well, you were the real thing. Oh, that's so mean. You hear that? I'm a great magician.
For him.
I've just created something for anyone can make a bunch of flowers. Well, not really. Humanity. How about a pink elephant? I was expecting a pink elephant to actually show up at one point and start attacking people. I thought that they were saving that for later in the movie. No, there's no pink elephant. Okay. Because Merlin is just a sad old man. But maybe he needs to go talk to the Agamemnon or whatever that guy was. Okay,
Apollonius.
Apollonius. Okay, yeah.
Well, Merlin's older. His
he
powers
needs
faded.
to be in a retirement home. I'm just saying. Okay.
Well, don't you remember, like, Santa Claus is coming to town, the Winter Warlock? How he just after a while starts losing his power.
What'd you say, Daniel?
I said, "Wow, you're like mean."
You know what?
Learn to be in a retirement home.
Let me tell you something. If Gordon Ramsay was here, he'd be yelling at him. Okay. You call this champagne? I drank dishwater with more potency. Here we go.
And like I said, you compared it to Willy Wonka. It does have a lot of that feel to it, with the kid liking these fantastic characters.
He lets go of his balloon because that's not what's important. Okay. What's important is giving the old man a hug.
I like this. It's such a fun concept.
Okay. I want to hear Daniel's. I'm going to keep quiet. I want Daniel's impression of what's going on here. Okay.
All the time, haha.
Certain locks in Scotland. I like his little story here.
Mm-hmm.
Nessie, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You like his accent?
Costume seems kind of wrong.
Yeah, well, when in Rome, right? He probably picked it up while he was visiting Scotland, right? Picked up the local accent. So blow for a little pressure. What happens?
Yep.
His eyes bulge, and then he
Poof,
puffs himself up many times his natural size.
And he becomes sushi, fugu.
The guy gulped there for a sec, I think.
Yeah, he's buying it.
Well, that explains a lot, though, don't you think?
Yeah, it's a very cool concept.
Yeah.
That the sea serpent's a little fish, just sticks its head out and it blows up really big, and that's what you see, and then it goes back, it's a teeny little fish, so you never find the big monster.
Oh, monsters find us beat up Dr. O. Cannot understand why. Very bad thing. Honorable servant probably tastes like leftover turkey. Ha ha! Everybody laughs. Ha 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 ha. Hey, get your hand out of the bowl. What was he just saying? No one listens.
He just wants to be tough for being tough's sakes.
I gotta tell you, there are a lot of malcontents in this movie. Let's just bring it up right now. Am I wrong?
Oh no.
Oh,
I love this one. This is great.
I'm sorry. I laugh out loud on air. Okay, poor Daniel. What do you think, Daniel, though, about that little story about the sea serpent? You buying it?
Probably not.
Oh, probably not. Why? You think he's a huckster, don't you?
Maybe.
Well, okay. Well, maybe or maybe not. That may come to play later on. We'll see. Anyway, Medusa, huh? The lovely Medusa. Who plays Medusa in this? Do we know?
Yeah, Tony Randall.
Of course. I I have a feeling it was a
He
guy.
plays everybody except the Abominable Snowman, sort of. Although he's credited for playing the Abominable Snowman.
That's a lie. They probably couldn't do it because they have certain scenes where the Abominable Snowman walks in and he walks out, right? Ooh. Now, this is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Don't look over there in front of me, Doc. Ha 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 ha. See, this is what happens when you get rid of your saloon. Okay, then they got to find someplace else to go and bother people just trying to enjoy the show. Oh, here we go. I just want to say one thing.
Boom! It pops right out.
What do you think, huh? You complete me. I'm sure that's what he said.
It's like what were they like in the past that he said, "Will you marry me?" and she said, "Of course."
Yeah, well, she said that, but then she had to, put her heel on his neck. Okay, Here we go.
Oh, stone cold, baby.
Clunk. Oh man, are you impressed, Daniel, with that? Huh?
Very.
Don't F with Medusa, okay? Arthritis attacks, she's had them before. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure.
It's the rheumatiz.
Yeah, the rheumatism, okay?
What's happened with the guy trying to buy up the town? What's happened with that story?
We'll get back to it, Dan. Have some patience, will you?
They've got till Friday to make up their mind. And
he's got his henchmen at work. Just give us some time, okay?
Okay.
You want to know about that story? We're talking about, come on. Oh, is this where Merlin earns his stripes back? Is that what you said, Dumbledore?
Yeah.
He does look like
Harry Potter. The
Harry Potter?
Patrometus, whatever.
I've heard of it.
I love this. This is so sweet. Luther. Oh, that's so sweet. Luther's gonna get lucky tonight.
Okay.
I don't know, is that lucky or unlucky?
Well, I don't know.
I will never judge who a man loves.
Who a man loves. The heart wants what the heart wants.
Exactly.
There was a saying in the suit business that this old guy told me one time. He said, one man's dog is another man's wife. And I'm like,
oh no.
Okay.
that is a
Well, what's the old song? If you want to be happy for the rest of your life, never make a pretty woman your wife. If you want to, my personal point of view, was it get an ugly girl to marry you or something like that?
Oh, I remembered that. Yes,
I like that. Eat, little cricket.
What's the matter with you, crazy boy? Okay.
Every time when I lived at the trailer and you hear the cricket in the background on streams, I always thought about this scene with him with the cricket. I was like, I need a little cricket in a little cage.
Yeah, you do.
It'd be bad to be 8 and need a full-time job.
Yeah, he wants to run away to the circus. That's what all boys want to do. He lost his dad. His mom was always telling him to shush because she was a librarian. He's got a hard life. Look at that magic trick. That's pretty impressive. How did he do that? I think we know how he did it. Okay. Here we go. You gonna juggle? Oh man. We have a magician. Oh, I love that. Confidentially. Make the great Merlin sad, man. I'm telling you, he's
I love this.
Is that Bill Mummy?
No.
way the sun sets when you're tired. The whole world's a circus. That's the real magic. I like it.
Song of the Birds. The way the desert looks at night.
You know, yeah, it is a beautiful world if you take time to look at it, right?
Exactly.
You know, we get so bogged down with all the crappy stuff in life. We don't take the.
Well,
there's a lot
time
of beauty out there.
I love this. Every time you pick up a handful of dust and see not the dust, but a marvel, a mystery there in your hand.
Yep. I'm alive, and being alive is fantastic.
Fantastic. Circus of Dr. LAO. I love that speech.
He danced pretty good, huh?
Yeah, well, Tony Randall was very, he had a lot of stage.
Oh, you were asking what the guy and his henchmen were up to, right, Daniel?
Yeah.
This is what they were up to.
Wow, that's quite the mess.
You're gonna do something, do it right. Oh man.
Yeah.
Ain't worried no more.
Oh,
He would
Oh.
bust up his typewriter.
I like what he says. What are you gonna do, right? What does he say?
Get
Get
drunk.
drunk. Yeah, well, what else are you gonna do? I mean, really, that's and there's Dr. LAO though in the background. Well, here we go. So this is what happens when you don't have air conditioning, right? I'm sorry.
I cannot imagine life without air conditioner in summer.
It wouldn't be pleasant, no.
No, I mean, but like, if you're back then, of course you're used
I'll be
to it.
blunt. That's probably why basements existed. Okay,
Yeah.
right? You know, putting the cot down in the basement. I'm not sleeping up there. Okay.
That's right. Unbutton it, baby.
Okay. Now I'm wondering what her natural hair color is. Okay. What's the matter? Nothing. I'm fine. What infernal music? What are you talking about?
She's a little young to be going through the change, so it's not a hot flash.
maybe she's just thinking about you, Big Al.
Hell, I know. You may dream of Jeannie, but Jeannie dreams about Big Al.
That's right.
I gotta watch that show.
Doom, doom, doom.
Come on, Al.
I can't remember the whole thing right now. Actually.
Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
Actually, what's the Bewitched song? I'm trying to remember. Okay.
Who cares about Bewitched?
I know, it's the same thing.
It's not the same thing.
Yeah.
I just returned 2 of your Christmas gifts for saying that.
The next thing you're going to say is that the Munsters and the Addams Family aren't the same thing. Okay.
They're not. They're not.
Well, no, they're not.
All right, here we go. You know what? That's a good deal. You get drunk, you come home, everything's fixed, right? I tell you, I used to work for a newspaper. You want to stay away from them presses, okay? You'll lose a hand, okay?
I did some graphic art work in college, but I never had a press like that.
Yeah, no, the presses they were much bigger than that too. Here, the ones they have modern papers are huge.
Yeah.
It's like a whole back room. I used to prep the stuff for the press room, but I didn't actually work back there. Look at this though, huh? He's got his motorbike. That's impressive. I'm telling you, but Barbara Eden, he's got a motorcycle. I thought the chicks like motorcycles. That's kind of a sad one though. That's like a pre motorcycle, right?
Well, maybe like Michelle Pfeiffer, she wants a cool woo rider.
Oh. Getting a free paper. I think Mr. Stark needs to go to Hollywood, California. And start in the burgeoning motion picture business. I think that's what he wants to do. Okay.
There's a nice little house there. I like that stonework.
Mm-hmm.
All the fitted stones.
I can fish in a river with no water.
Tell me about it. That was probably a nice little creek there, right? In fact, there isn't any river. He's not using any bait too. What do you think, huh? Is he asking too many questions? You got to sell the Stark. Full bellies today are better than like not full bellies tomorrow and no money, right? I don't know. What would I sell that? Okay. What's he got? What's he got? You got a big one. It'd be funny if it was a boot. I'm sorry. Did I see that? Be funny if the trout starts talking now, right? Right. I'm sorry.
Maybe it's another sea monster.
Oh boys. Okay. You got to admit that's a little impressive, right? The big pipe organ, huh? Daniel, would you be attending this circus? Huh?
I've never been to a circus.
Oh, what?
Never been to a circus.
Yeah. Oh well.
My mother always said they were ripoffs and bad people worked there.
It depends.
They would take you like away from your parents and cut you up and throw you in small pieces in a ditch somewhere.
Well, that only happened a couple times. Come on.
And she wonders why I'm real scared of everything. You know, it's like
no, like Barnum Bailey in Madison Square Garden. I had the good fortune of seeing that once in my life. Yeah. Look at that though. Oh yeah, she looks good in blue.
She looks good out of blue.
She looked good in the gray
She
too.
Good in any color, yeah.
Oh, look at this. No, but I've heard of her.
Rebecca's daughter Sarah was like running these pickup lines by me the other day, and
Really?
yeah, and she's like 12. She saw them online, I guess,
What are
and
the pickup lines?
like I love watching you sleep through my telescope.
That's
I
a
was
good
like,
one.
I'm like, Sarah, honey, that may not be a good line to try out on anybody at school. You need to save that for the frat parties.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
you're in college.
I love watching you. Yeah, that's a little disturbing. I guess you don't want to say that, huh?
Yeah.
Ah.
But I gave her a better one, so that's...
Yeah, I have a much worse one, but I can't say it on air. Anyway.
I always like some of the ones from Family Guy that Quagmire comes up with. It's like, if I were charged of the alphabet, I'd put you and I together.
Well, I told her you should, like, if you like a guy, you should go up and say, "Hey, did you buy your clothes on sale? Because they'd be half off at my place." Oh yeah. And we all wonder
Oh,
why we're single, don't we?
oh, please. It's a good line. Oh, here we go. He looks very depressed.
Which one?
No, the Apollonius, whatever the heck his name is.
Yeah, Apollonius.
Apollonius, would you like a root beer float? I don't see any point to a root beer float. Okay, fine.
But
More for me.
I
So
do
that's-
like, but I do like this exchange.
Well, he's more honest. Like,
Yeah.
he said that, you began as an idealistic young man, didn't he? And this happens to a lot of men, I suppose, right? That, go on to take on the world, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to prove that men are just, not cool, not good.
Right.
I like this gloating over a victory that is defeat, a defeat for all the ideals you once hold sacred. This is where you learn about the railroad.
Uh,
5 cents, please.
but I love this. Am I going to win? Yes.
Yep.
Yep. He's going to win.
That's going to come into play later. Oh, here we got the parade.
Yeah. What a gentleman putting down his handkerchief.
It's class. It's class. Okay.
Yep.
It's how you do it,
That's true. And if you keep an eye on the crowd, you see Tony Randall. Eventually.
How much is peanuts? 1 penny. I'll take a bag. I like this. He's making the change. You have to give him points. He's selling the concessions. How much is that popcorn? Oh, popcorn's free. See? I'll take free, right?
Yeah.
Peanuts, popcorn, Cracker Jacks, right? There's Fred Flintstone again.
Yep.
He's seeing the snake. Look, he's about to throw the cigar, and he's like, okay, it's cool. All the women are hiding from Medusa. The popcorn spills all over him.
I like how she comes out with the mirror.
Uh-oh.
He like catches her looking at him.
Hey, how you doing? Okay. No. You know what? Here's Merlin. Everyone clap for Merlin. Look, here's some flowers. Oh, see, she likes the flowers.
I like those three like weirdos. They're just the town characters.
Yeah, they're the bearded guys that come and heckle everybody. Okay, I'm tired of it. Okay, you know what? They should start a band. Is what they should do, right? Are they laughing at him because he's blind?
That one guy was, yeah.
That's kind of
because he bumped into the thing.
It's that's kind of a dick thing to do. I'm sorry. And here we have Dr. LAO. They get to see like a major motion picture in a minute, right?
Yeah. Actually, one that George Pal directed several years before.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's the Fall of Atlantis. There's a movie about Atlantis that he did.
Oh, that's funny.
And
I should not look for that movie.
And the big effects that they use in this presentation are from that. But the rest are things they did with the characters playing other parts.
Look at this, huh? Waldercan. It existed beyond the edge of the world. Some years before the beginning of history. Okay. No descendants of its people. I'm kind of curious. This is sort of like a biblical story that we've never heard of before, right? That's what this is reminding me of, right?
Yeah, well, it's based, like I said, it's kind of
based on the Atlantis thing. Yeah, it's look at this.
Yeah, Atlantis, the Lost Continent. That's what it's from.
Look at that. You got they lived a simple life, right? They had enough and were content, right? It was enough to partake of creation and give thanks unto their God. See? What happens? Look who it is.
Yeah.
Was he from that movie, or is this just a different thing?
This is a different thing.
Okay, yeah.
Only the big long shots and like the destruction stuff. That's from.
Does that guy look familiar to you? Oh, you scratch the ground mocks you. Oh. Yeah. Oh, hey, take all this silver and be gone. Look how easily they are led astray. Look at see the one guy in the audience shaking his head. Everyone's shaking their head. It's like, oh, that's horrible. Do you think that this is a metaphor for something else?
Well, duh.
They even look like the same people in
It
the
is.
audience. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, they're seeing themselves.
There's Mrs. Crabapple down there. Okay, with the it's
Lindquist is actually her name. Oblivion.
Well, they kind of had it coming, I have to say, don't you think?
Yeah.
Huh?
Now, see, all this kind of stuff is, all the destruction stuff is from it.
Look at all the crowds. It's not pleasant. I'm telling you, this is some Old Testament style stuff right here, right? This is. Look, he's laughing. He's like the devil. Did you see that?
Oh, yeah, he's got like the hoodie.
He has like the red hood and everything. He's laughing. It's like a devil character. He's like
the dark robes and the red
exactly.
head thing. See that area? That's the stuff from the movie right there.
I gotta hunt out that movie now, Fall of Atlantis, huh?
But I like the literally it just turns over and just dumps everything into the sea.
Hey, that's how it was back then. You enjoying your popcorn now? Add some salt to that popcorn.
And I love like the lights come up and they're in the library at the meeting.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that a little weird?
Like everybody's taking it in. They're like, "What did we just see?"
So I better straighten those books on that shelf, huh? What'd you like to say, Mayor? Let your conscience be your guide? It's Dr. Lowe. Look at this. They're about to leave because they figure the town's going to vote yes. And what's going on? It's the town rejects the proposal.
Yep. And his faith in humanity is restored.
I've lost. I want you to know it's the kind of loss that I wish for. Look at this, huh? What do you think, Daniel? You learned the lesson?
Maybe.
Really won.
I like how the thugs are like, he's turned soft,
How it happened? I don't exactly know. But somehow I think we all a debt of gratitude to an old Chinese faker named Lowe. He gets a standing ovation. Look at that, huh?
I like how that woman, she's flipped to the side too. She just goes wherever the wind blows.
Yeah, she's not. No, he's leaving. Oh, what's happening? Is this a sandstorm? Dust storm?
Like he just slipped through the whole thing.
He's just drunk. Where's my $300 I was going to get from my property? That's what he's probably thinking. Town voted no. You're out of luck. Okay. You better get inside. You better Sort of board up those windows, huh?
Never been in a dust storm like that or a sandstorm.
No, neither have I.
It's for you hear it's pretty bad because it's like being stung by lots of bees.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want to be stuck in one. I'm in love. Yay! We get the kiss.
Would you kiss her, Boomer?
No. Not
No?
pretty enough for me. Not pretty enough. Sorry.
Big Al. Same question, different answer.
Much different answer. I'd kiss her. I'd kiss her mom.
Okay, look at this. Okay. Oh, I don't like these guys. You know what these guys are? These are a couple of wet sandwiches. Okay, and I'm not liking them. They're just getting drunk, and they're saying
wet sandwiches. I've never heard someone use that term before, like to describe somebody.
Yeah, I got it from
very old.
Okay, I got it from the Fantastic Mr. Fox. Okay.
Okay.
One of the guy, why do you have to be such a wet sandwich? Okay, and I'm like, you know what? I've never heard that, but what's worse than a wet sandwich, right? Okay. It's
well, just like my mother always said, talking about we've had something for a long time. She goes, "Oh, I've had that since Hector was a pup," and I'm like, "Okay, who's Hector? And what about his? And when was he a dog? I don't remember a dog named Hector."
No.
Just some weird old saying she says when Hector was a pup.
Hector was a pup. Okay. I've heard the expression "Lord love a duck," but not that. Not anything to do with a pup. Okay, so I like this. They're gonna give that Dr. LAO a piece of their mind. Okay, got everything hypnotized. So, okay. Oh man, yeah, let's tear it down.
Because if you remember when he did ride into town, he was only a one man on a donkey.
Yep.
And suddenly all this stuff was with him.
Look at this. They're just tearing it down. They're laughing too, aren't they? Ruin it, ruin it. Oh, what do we see there, Daniel? What do you see there? We see a ball, the ball with the sea serpent in it, right?
That's a slow bullet.
I know. It's so bad. Oh!
Uh-oh, here we go.
Big mistake. Big mistake. I like how Dr. LAO's just in his PJs in bed. He's like, what's going on? Loch Ness Monster. Look! He's got to get his machine. Or do you need his pipe too? You need your pipe too?
But I like as it grows, you hear bagpipes.
I know, of course. Is he? Yeah, yes. Throw the gun. Throw the gun.
It's a weird movie.
I think that happened in an episode of the cartoon Justice League, where like a bunch of the guys were shooting their machine guns at Wonder Woman, and then the one guy decides, or handguns or whatever, and the guy decides to throw the gun when he runs a bus, and she goes, "Oh yeah, like that's gonna work."
No, I always like to do in the old Superman show.
Yeah,
he'd be taking the bullets and standing there, and they throw the gun and he ducks.
Oh, funny. Look at that.
The Loch Ness Monster's loose.
Okay. What do you mean it's a weird movie?
It's like a weird movie.
It is a weird movie. That's the whole thing about it. It's
know what's funny? You're expecting the movie to be over. Like the town voted no, and our hero kisses the girl. Okay, all's right in the world. But no, we have to have the scene with the Loch Ness monster.
He trips over his gun belt.
And like trying to eat the guys too. I was half expecting these guys to get eaten too. I'm sorry. This is look at this. Get out, get out. Get out of the town and don't come back, okay? I was able to reform everybody but you guys, so get out, okay? I'm done, okay? Are they getting cactuses on the way out too?
You hear that, like all that like weird scattered bagpipe with no real tune. It's like when you first show up to a Celtic fair and everybody's practicing like different areas. It's just, it all just kind of rumbles together. The rain-making machine. Or the font you would find in a Chinese restaurant at the time.
Dr. Lola guy's gonna eat you.
Oh yes, Melissa, I did hear about them redoing the Waltons. That is not something I am happy about.
You think maybe it could be okay?
The what?
Do you think maybe it could be okay?
Oh, the Waltons?
Yeah.
The new one?
It could be okay. Yeah. I'm just a little worried about today's sensibilities and crowd.
Are they going to make it in today time, or are they going to make it in depression time?
I don't know.
I heard it's supposed to be like, well, what? I don't know a lot about it. I heard that Richard Thomas is somehow involved in it, so I don't know how they're doing it.
Maybe
it could be a remake.
Now,
I don't know if it's that or if it's a remake.
Oh, that's probably bad. He could be learning how to like use Twitter and text messages and
like he ends up in modern times or something.
Yeah.
Oh, yep. The rain is shrinking him. He's going back down to a little teeny guppy.
It could be them coming to modern times and seeing how horrible everybody is. Like the worst, like Larry David would be their neighbor or something, right?
Or doing like they do with the Brady Bunch movies, or it's like exactly the 70s, but they put them into like modern.
Of course.
I like them old vehicles.
Oh no, the circus is gone. Was it ever there to begin with? I don't know. Did you like to see the sea serpent, Daniel? Huh?
I know it's kind of cool.
I liked it.
Yeah, I like that old time stop motion.
Yeah. He's getting his bike. Is this like Shane? The kid yelling for Shane. Shane. That's what I'm getting the impression of. Yes. Make this valley green again, boy. You know?
Okay, just a little dust poof.
What do you say about dust, though? Huh? You think he goes to another town when he's done here?
Or if he was ever here at all.
Here at all, yeah. Think Dr. Lowe just shows up at different towns around the world, maybe?
That's the impression you get.
Maybe he's been to
There
China.
was talk of doing a sequel, but this did not do well at its release.
Oh well. If you look at it the right way, you can juggle now too. Look at that.
Yep. I'm alive.
Being alive is fantastic.
Now, the ending of him leaving was done at the same time at the beginning when he was arriving.
Yep.
They just had one take of him riding in, and then they had him go in the other direction.
Out.
Same time, they filmed the beginning and the end at the very same day.
Look at that.
Seven Faces of Dr. LAO, the end. Presented by Metro Goldwyn Mayer. And that, my friends, is Seven Faces of Dr. LAO, one of my all-time favorite films that helped form my love of fantasy. What'd you guys think?
It was weird.
It is weird. I mean, that's the
I think it grows on you. You know, you're when you first see it, you're like, this is very odd. But I think give it some time.
Yeah, it's got a great message. It's got characters who learn lessons about themselves, and you've got this wonderful enigmatic character who just kind of comes in and shakes everything up. I just really like it. It's like I said, it's very Willy Wonka-esque. I'm sure Willy Wonka was influenced a little bit by this movie because it has a very similar feel, and I think they're great accompaniments to each other. They'd be a good double feature, and which is why I wanted to do them at the same time, and that's why I did that. So, but that is the end. I don't know what's going on next week because of what's going on in the Pacelli's lives
the original
right now.
plan was to do a rewatch of Thanksgiving Charlie Brown special.
Yeah, Charlie Brown Thanksgiving. I think next Saturday.
We'll see what's happening. Yeah,
but yeah, just hang tight. Keep an eye out for the on the YouTube, Facebook channel. I'm sure something will be posted there eventually. What do you got coming up? Let's go to the Birdman first. What you got coming up, Birdman?
We have our annual Thanksgiving Eve chat on Wednesday. Boomer's going to find some sales for me, and we're just going to
cool.
You're welcome to join us, Al, if you like. We're just kind of going to chit chat, talk about what we're thankful for, and maybe buy some stuff online.
Oh, yeah. That sounds cool. So it's like a Cyber Wednesday on Soundtracks and Birdman.
Yeah, pretty much.
Black Friday preview. That sounds cool. Any movies coming up that you know of, or sure about, or need a thumbnail for?
Rambo,
Home Alone 2, Gremlins, and what was the other one?
Send me a list, and I will. A list plus any guests, or I'll just do basic ones, and you can fill it in later.
That's cool. Thank you.
You're waiting to hear on one, I think, right? Yeah, one of the guests. But yeah, cool.
Eric is coming for Home Alone 2.
Home Alone 2, cool. I like Home Alone 2.
They've got a new Home Alone film starring Ellie Kemper, and that's the only reason I might watch it, because I like Ellie Kemper from The Office.
I do like her. But yeah, it's
it's a little weird. I will say this. I've never liked Home Alone as much as it seems a lot of other people do. Not that it's a bad movie. I liked it. It's just, to me, it's, I've been there, done that. It's over. I've seen it a few times. Maybe if I rewatch it one day, I'll like it again. It's just, I think I went through a period where I watched it a lot and I kind of got sick of it. Just like that, what's that TLC song, Waterfalls? When that song was out, I liked it. And then
all the time,
several months later, I hated that song beyond all reason because it was playing endlessly. I just got sick of
I
it.
never cared for that song.
Yeah, it just I like it when you first hear it, but then you hear it 5 zillion times in a matter of a week. You kind of get sick of it, and I think that's what Home Alone for me was. I watched it so much, and it was on a lot. I just like got tired of it. Maybe if I go back and rewatch it again, I think I'll need to do that one day. But so that's coming up. Boomer, guy, I know you're doing kind of
Yeah,
a
I guess after all, I will be doing Geek Geezers tomorrow. I'm thinking
okay.
a shorter stream though, probably only an hour. Okay. I know
Okay.
Birdman. We don't want to keep you guys up your past your bedtime, but
I'll try to remember to have MeWe up. I don't know because you don't do Facebook, and
no,
I don't have MeWe up a lot. So I
yeah,
only
just
put up
look for it
MeWe.
around 9. Okay, I'll send you the link. Okay.
I'll try, and
All
if
right.
not, if I'm not there, just have Daniel here and dig me on
Yeah,
Facebook and to
Daniel
remind
can
me to
dig
go to
you on
MeWe.
Facebook. Okay, sounds like a
Uh,
plan.
and you got that tomorrow night. I'm not sure what I'm doing next. I do know Love Actually. I'm going to be doing, and that's going to be
Oh
on a
yeah.
Friday. That's going to be on a Friday night. Not quite sure, but I think my next Saturday rewatch. I'm kind of leaning towards National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
That's a good one.
Let's go total classic. You guys are welcome to join.
Well, I appreciate it.
And
I'll let you. Yeah, I can't
yeah, like
promise
I said,
anything,
not
but
sure of the date. Not sure of the date. But it should be like a normal Saturday rewatch. Yeah, I think it's time to pull the trigger on a Griswold Family Christmas, and
yeah.
have a lot of fun with that. Not quite sure what else is coming up in during the Christmas season for me. Haven't given it a lot of thought. Kind of, I don't know. Just haven't got it. Love Actually still trying to figure out exactly when for that one. Um, but well, I'll see what the other one is. I got to figure out what the dates are and
All right, cool.
what Nanette's going to want to do.
Plus, you're going
Of
to be doing
course,
stuff on your channel about Hallmark Christmas, right?
I might do it. Yeah, I might do another one.
Yeah.
Couple of I've seen a couple of other ones since then that have been really nice, and I watched some weird foreign movie, the Claus family, the Family Claus, or something like that,
Oh my goodness.
about a kid who finds out he's actually related to the Claw. He's a part of the Claus family. It was like a Swedish film, and it was really bizarre. But there's something about it I kind of like. But I might get into that later. But yeah, I just did a review of Red Notice, which is on Netflix. The Dwayne Johnson, Ryan
Cool.
Reynolds, Gal Gadot. Not a bad film.
Okay.
It's a bit. You kind of know what's going on. You've seen it before, but they do it very well. So I really liked it. I do recommend it.
Okay.
I'm going to do one on Ghostbusters Afterlife, which I will, hint I loved it. So we're going to have that. I'll do one on that. Hopefully, maybe tomorrow Monday. I'll see how it goes. But it sounds like I said, tune in tomorrow night for Age of Boomer, for Geeky Geezers. And like I said, please keep Pacelli's and their family in your prayers. They are dealing with the loss of a family member.
Yeah.
It's a very sad time for them.
Yeah.
And of course, if you don't hear this any other time, just have a happy Thanksgiving. And I want to thank you guys for joining me tonight, being here for me. And of course, anytime you guys need me, just ask, and I'll do the best I can. Any final words?
I'm good.
I guess not.
Okay.
I hope everyone has a great rest of their night and a very happy weekend coming up. And like I said, happy holidays to come. Stay tuned for more later. Take care. This is Big Al saying goodbye.